guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my travel makeup bag. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and let's get into it. So this is my travel makeup bag. I got this bag from Target. It's called the Sophia Joy, I guess is the name of it. Like I said, I just picked it up at Target from the makeup bag section. I really like this bag because there's this top section where I can put my makeup brushes and tools, and then this bottom section where I put the rest of my makeup. So when you open up the top section, this is what it looks like. You just have this nice pouch, and this is where I keep like all my tools and such. And then you have all of my brushes right here. So in that top pouch, I just have things like this color switch, I have my eyelash curler, my Flower Beauty sponge, this fan. I really like to fan my face when after I set it. And then I have just this little travel mirror and a pair of eyelash tweezers. So that's what's in that first pouch. And then, like I said, I just have my brushes on the other side. I'm not going to go through those, but I find that the amount of brushes that this bag holds is pretty much perfect for anything I need. It allows me to make sure I don't bring too many brushes, but still enough to complete a whole makeup look. And when you open up the bottom pouch, you would just have this nice open space for all your makeup. So on this trip that I packed this makeup bag for, I was only gone for a weekend, so I tried to really limit myself and not pack too much, which I think I actually did a pretty good job at. There's still a few things that I'm like, oh, I probably didn't need that, I didn't need that, but I'm just someone that I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Same with my regular packing as far as clothes and all that. So as far as primer, I bought 2 primers with me. The first is this Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I really like this primer. I have dry skin, so I just find this always works for me. And then I also brought this Makeup Forever smoothing primer. I just have this little travel size, so this is kind of perfect to bring with me, and I just like putting this kind of on my nose. For foundation, I only brought one foundation, and it's this e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. I'm in the shade Porcelain. I really like this foundation because it's a perfect shade match for me, and it's a nice medium coverage. I can kind of build it up to full if I want to, or I can also sheer it down. But this foundation just always looks beautiful on my skin. I never have a problem with it. It's just one that I know I can really trust. So that is why I brought that foundation. For concealers, I brought 3. The first is this Wet n Wild concealer. I don't know the name of it because it's the writing has rubbed off, but it's just one of those twist up brush tips, and I just like this for carving out my brows. And also, as you can see, like I only have a little bit left, and I do have a backup, so I'm just trying to kind of use this up. Another concealer I brought is this Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 15 Fair. This is another concealer. I don't have that much left. I only have about like down to here. So I'm trying to use this up. This is a really good concealer, and I think I would repurchase it when I run through some of my other concealers. But that's why I brought that one. And then also just as kind of like a backup, just so I know I have something I love and I trust. One of my favorite concealers is this ColourPop No Filter concealer, and I'm in the shade Light Neutral. Both the ColourPop and the Maybelline Fit Me, both I know go on very smoothly, don't look too cakey under the eye, and they're nice. They cover my bags, sorry, not my bag. They do cover my dark circles, but I wouldn't say they're like the most. They're not a Tarte Shape Tape, but they're good enough for me, and I love them. For powder, I brought 2 powders, and these are honestly my standard everyday powders. I don't really use much outside of these. And the first is the NYX HD finishing powder, and it's in the shade Banana. I love using this for underneath my eye. I repurchased this many, many times, and I already have hit pan on this one, and I'm going to need another one soon. And then I also brought this Cover FX setting powder, and I just like this for kind of all over my face when I really want to set everything in. Not always I will set the rest of my face. I always set my under eyes. I don't always set the rest of my face, but I like having this just for when I do want to, if I'm going out and it's hot and sweaty, or if I just know I need my makeup to last all day, I'll use that. For setting spray, I just brought this Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. I do really like this. This is another product though that I'm trying to use up and get rid of, just to use up my products. So I've been kind of using this nonstop, and I'm down to like here on it, so that's why I brought this. You don't ever need a lot with this, so it's so hard to get used up, but I brought that to use it up. And then for bronzer, blush, and highlight, I'm actually kind of really proud of myself because I only brought like 2 of each. So for bronzer, I brought this Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. This just came in like a little kit, so it's a little mini size, which is fine for me because I never hit pan on bronzers. But so it's a nice travel friendly, and I do really like this bronzer. And then I also brought this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Bronzer. This is in the shade Cafe A Slay. And I have really been loving this, especially in the summertime, with a little stipple brush just on my cheeks. And it gives this beautiful, it's not too orange, but it's definitely not cool tone. It does have some warmth to it, but it definitely just makes it look like you have a beautiful tan. So I've really been loving this, especially in the summertime. Summertime. And then for highlight, I have 3, but one's kind of not. I have this Anastasia Amrezy highlight, and then the Stila Heavens Hue highlight in the shade Kitten. And then I also brought this e.l.f. This is called the Targeted Natural Glow Stick. Mine is in the shade Morning Dew. I brought this just because I always love it for a no makeup day when I just want to like a little bit something, make my face look a little glowy. I love this, and also putting it on top of like any highlight, it just makes it look, it just takes it to like a different level. It doesn't make it, it just gives it a bit more of like a glossy, dewy look, and I absolutely love this. And then for blush, I only brought 2. I brought the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. One is in the shade Party, and the other is in the shade Harmony. Party's just a bit more pink. They're both nice, kind of neutral and nude shades, but Party's just a little bit more pinky, and Harmony's a bit more warm, peachy. But anytime I travel, I pretty much always bring the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, because I have these 2, and then I also have 2 blush palettes. So if I were going away for a bit longer, I probably would have brought one of the blush palettes, but because I was only going to be gone for a couple days, I brought these 2. And pretty much either of those 2 can go with like any look. So I almost brought only 1, but I wanted the other one. Plus they're smaller. They're both not full size. They're both Harmony came in like that kit with the bronzer I said, so these are both kind of like travel size. And then the Party one came in the Sephora birthday gift last year, I think. I can't remember. And for eyeshadow, I was really proud of myself. I only brought 1 palette, and it's the Dream Street by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. When I was going to pick a palette, I didn't want to go overboard and bring a bunch, or I didn't want to bring a big like Morphe one. So I was really looking through, and I was trying to find a palette that I felt like I could do any look I really wanted within the few days I was gone. And this palette really does have like any look you could want to do with this. So I absolutely love this palette. I've used this so many times, and I'm so happy I brought this. This was really all I needed. And then I brought a few like single eyeshadow things. First, I brought this Stila Magnificent Metals. This is in the shade Diamond Dust. I love adding this to like any look. It goes with any look, so I love bringing that. And then I brought this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick. This is in the shade Perfect Pearl. I like bringing this just for kind of like an easy, if I needed to run out the door real quick, throw this on the lid. So I ended up not using this, but that's okay. And then I also brought this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Coconut. I brought this because I wanted to do a look with that blue shade in the Dream Street palette, which is actually what's on my eyes today. So I ended up not doing that while I was away, but I did do it today. So it's just been a look that's been in the back of my head for a while. So I decided to throw this in just in case I felt adventurous and wanted to do that look while I was on vacation. And then I brought this Wet n Wild Single Shadow in the shade Brulee. I just like using this to set my eyeshadow primer. And speaking of eyeshadow primer, I only brought this Smashbox lip primer in the shade Light. This is pretty much the only eyeshadow primer I really use nowadays, unless like I'm looking for something else, like in particular, a different kind of look. But that's pretty much my normal standard eyeshadow primer. And then I also brought this glitter primer just like for that Stila Magnificent Metals, just in case I want it to really last long all day. I brought that. Oh, I also brought this e.l.f. Eye Refresh. I really like just putting this underneath my eyes, like if I'm doing my eyeshadow look first, or when I'm priming, I really like putting this underneath my eyes just because it's a nice, as a metal like roller ball. So I find like early in the morning, it just really kind of, it's not like super moisturizing by any means, but it definitely kind of cools the eyes and just makes it feel nice when I'm getting ready to do my makeup. For brows, I only brought this, what is this? Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Medium Brown. And then for eyebrow gel, I just brought this ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And then for eyeliner, I brought two. I brought this Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyeliner Pen. This isn't my favorite, but I've just been using it lately, so I threw it in. And then I also brought this ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Call Me, just because I love brown eyeliners, especially on the lower lash line, which is what I have on today. And then for mascara, I only brought this Essence Lash Princess mascara. So, and the last thing I brought is lips, and this is probably the category that I definitely went way overboard on. I don't know what it is, but lips is like the one thing that I can't just like, because there's so many colors, and there's so many different formulas and finishes, so I just go overboard because I never know what look I'm going to do or what I want. So I guess I'll start with liquid lip. I brought two liquid lips. First is this Dose of Colors liquid lip in the shade Lazy Daisy. And then I also brought this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lovesick. This one's a bit more of a nude, and this is a bit more a cool tone pink. So I brought those two just for any kind of, if I wanted a liquid lip, I have two different options. And then I brought this ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Bossy. And then I also brought the lip liner to go with it, just because for red lips I really like a lip liner. And then I also brought this Bite. This is called the High Pigment Lip Pencil, and this is in the shade Madeira. And I really like bringing this just because it's a really nice kind of wash of like nude color. It does have some pigment to it, but it's nice, comfortable, like easy to throw on lip. And I also really absolutely love it with this gloss that I brought. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Peach Daiquiri. I love these two together. It's like such a perfect glossy nude combination. And then speaking of lip gloss, the other gloss I brought, which is what's on my lips today, is this Ultra Glossy Lip. This is collaboration with Shayla X. Sorry, Shayla, not Shayla X, Shayla. And then this is in the shade Neat Freak. And the last thing for lips I brought is this lip liner in the shade Insanity by Urban Decay. And that's all of the makeup I brought with me on my last trip, guys. I hope you enjoyed this What's in My Travel Makeup Bag, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.